All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh man, it is late. I had a very late dinner. Hello, meet here. What's going on today? Yes, Mida, congratulations on the AMT. About fucking time, huh? If I do say so myself. What's going on at Jaina tonight? EA Sports in the kitchen. Prenip, SBO, Modivore. Modivore's with Worlds, right? I think so. Arbiter. Yeah, good stuff. How many more days to Worlds? It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 20, 27 days, 26 days. But time is exactly how I feel. Yeah. I get that. All right. We got a bunch of content today, so I guess we should get started. Okay, one moment. Okay. Yeah, we have 2 replays today submitted by Tiff, Half Husky, and Evo Brennan. We'll see what we can get up to there. Of course, both of these were submitted before the ban list hit, so we'll. But I expect that the fundamentals will still be relevant. Let's just get started. All right. So Sable into Orb. There we go. Let's just get started. Yeah, esports testing for Worlds. Exactly. Okay. What's going on here? It's Tiff against, well, Sable against Orb. Yeah, we obviously see the Cyber Zen. I was like, good riddance, if I do say so. And that maybe informs my opinion, or my partial opinion on at least one part of the ban list. So we can get rid of that. Still living in a data center? Yeah. Let me see if I can do anything about that. Okay. So how many turns is this thing? 14 turns, not so bad. All right. What are the submission notes here? I want to learn to be a better runner. This game felt very interesting and testing for me, so I think there'll be a lot of mistakes in there to learn from. Can you help show me where I'm wrong so I can improve? Okay, that's very broad, but we'll see what we can do. Oops. Waffles. So keeps. Is this a good keep? It's gotta be a reasonable keep. Like Air Blades is like not really good into Orb unless they are like Zato, which you don't know obviously, and unlikely anyway. But the other 4 cards are excellent. Pinhole especially. Right, so triple install. So install Ice HQ, very standard. Mark is HQ. So the question here is, so it's always like gamble. The question, yeah, it's you always should gamble, right? Maybe you could draw. kind of interested in popping in installing the open market as soon as we can, right? So the question is like, do we poke HQ and do we check any of these remotes? Like CyberSand is like really ass. And yeah, I think you only if you don't check the remotes, you also don't commit to running HQ, right? Because you don't want to give them like free Bladderworts, but I suppose, of course, if it's CyberSend into Bladderwort, they get the trigger anyway. Hello, Backtrack Jack. Yeah, we're just getting started. So, like off the top of my head, it's like gamble, poke a remote, draw open market, something like that. Okay, draw is fine. We can just send a carpe here, probably. We send a carpe and then like run and then gamble or install open market. Either is fine. Oh, what's up, Diff? Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Okay, we're just gonna gamble. I think it's fine to not carpe diem here. We can get like a clickless carpe later on. So we will make a run. Running the spin, of course. So we don't trust the spin. I think this is defensible. Of course, the problem is this opens up like Azif lines. I guess there's nothing that much to trash for Azif value, or sorry, slash and burn Azif lines, right? But there's nothing to like trash for Azif op value yet, so it's a minor concern. And like our econ is like okay, but it's not in a position where we can afford to try to spin and get away with it. So this is a fine like relief, and it's the open market, of course, makes sense. So CyberSand for Bladderwort. Oh, Track Grid. Okay. So Trank, install. Okay. So cop on 5 credits. So there's a little bit of an incentive to kill this Trank Grid. Yeah, we can afford the trash and obviously have to keep a spin for slash. I definitely agree on the second part, but I think it's a little bit early to. It is a little bit early to, like, commit to a spin. To commit to a spin trash, because like it's so easy to, like, I think the width of the line for the punish in terms of like the spinning the slash and burn back is so the width of that line is so narrow, the punish, that you can probably afford to get away with it, right? This is Oppo the goal is just make a fat stack of cash. Is it? I mean, we see the end of the line, but we don't know if Tiff knows the matchup, right? Tiff, if you can like just point out in chat if you're still here whether you know what your opponent's deck is, that should be at least a bit helpful. But yeah, I don't think I want to trash a spin on turn 1 because it's so easy. Like the lines for op having a spin in the trash are like about the same as them having the punish for leaving a spin on the table because of the whole like if they opt a 1 cost into another spin and spin back the first one, you kind of just wasted your own time. You did not know about the matchup, but you suspected based off the opponent. Okay, good to know. Okay, Marcus R&D. So we can carpe diem here. We can also. I am interested in pinholing the Trank Grid. I am quite interested in pinholing this Trank Grid, to be perfectly honest, because Corp is on 5 credits. Of course, we don't know what server 4 is. And maybe that's not Great. What could serve for, like, if 4 is a sphere to go, that's probably bad because they probably like excavate the first spin, rest second spin. Of course, we don't know any of this, right? But I think, like, on the face of it, I am interested in pinholing Tranquil before it gets out of hand. A draw is probably correct. I would probably draw again, then see whether I want to commit pinhole or carpe. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, open market is nice. With this money, probably I will commit to this pinhole. Well, we go carpe them instead. Okay, fine. Spin. Is this ever a... I hate this. I hate this already. I think we don't trust this. I think we don't trust this. Yeah, we leave it. Okay, we're charging the Afsha, or well, the Tranquil. This will get a res out, which is nice. So Afsha, fires, blah blah blah, and then now is a really good time to it's a really good time to kill this Trank. So I expect a pinhole here. Okay. Looks like we are just going to kill this excavator. Yeah, okay. But if it spins early, can make op awkward later. Yes, but like you're losing a lot in the immediate term, right? Yeah, and like I think like the op, especially with this Trank grid down, the op can just gain a resource advantage over you if you're spending your credits on spin docks. It's like it's not like you have like a chest V for like the free trash, right? We don't care about spending 2 to get rid of spin turn 1, but happy to spend pinhole and forecast to deny the Trank on turn 2 because we don't want to let the cop have tempo. Yes. I think this is probably a little bit of my personal bias, right? Because I skew very heavily towards like a gaining and losing tempo kind of playstyle. Yeah, but in this situation, I definitely am thinking about denying the credit, especially like we stated our intent by just face checking this Afshar, right? Bring it down to 2. Like honestly speaking, I would probably have pinholed the Trank instead of the Svidago, but this run is also like completely fine. Because it ended up being a good trash anyway. Because yeah, if like because we know it's a second spin, if like the Svigo it sells the first spin, rest second spin, and pop it is like super good tempo. Okay. Oh, so okay. So the opponent pop spin first, so they're not getting the third spin back, which is like fine. This is kind of expected because he wants to rest second spin anyway. Sure. So install, and extract. Interesting. Okay. So there's a little bit of a read that the card just extracted was an agenda because it's very likely that the cop would have rest a card to try and get value off of like op value off of it before the extract. So you can make some kind of read that this is an agenda. So let's see what happens after this. So mark is HQ again. There's not much point in poking now unless you want to bravado because cop is on 10. I think we always start with draw and see what happens. Draw a twinning. So twinning is good, but I don't think we are really in an economic position to put it down quite yet. So what I do want to do is, again, I want to pinhole this Trank, right? Pinholing the Trank has the added advantage of we may get a preemptive spin pop, because if we have this read that archives the extract target was an agenda, right? So if we pinhole and they pop spin, we kill the Trank and stack at 2 for 1. If they don't pop spin, we have the option to kill the spin and run back on archives. So let's see. Okay, so Bravado is the pick. I think this is perfectly fine. We are of course sending HQ. Odds of second Usher are low, well, lower, right? So I think this is a fine face check. Like we literally don't care about what's it right now. Winchester right now, and I don't think this is a good hammer res. Anyway, the corp isn't presenting a threat, so you like playing install runner this turn. Yes, I mean, what does install runner look like? Install open market, install twinning, install open market. I don't think like that's probably a bit too slow, because like if we commit this 3 credits on the twinning, like we are not going to have any. I don't think like the triple access on R&D next turn is real, right? So like it's going to give the corp a chance to push something. Like if we go low enough by playing just install runner. So I don't want to install the twinning. I do want to install the open market, because money is money. Okay, so this obviously a bounce. Oh, so we do go for twinning. Okay, I do not like this. I don't like this. Yeah. So again, this is definitely a playstyle preference thing, right? I definitely would have pinhole and try to force a reaction. So draw, pop spin, install. Yeah, as in now the opportunity is kind of lost, right? And double ice HQ. Okay, Marcus R&D. Can we please pinhole the trend grid now? The best time to do it was last turn. The second best time is now. Like the twinning play, we can afford it, and multi on centers is how we beat op, right? Yes, but we have had 0 op triggers this game, right? 0 op triggers and 2 spins have been used, only 1 card of which might have been an agenda. So R&D density is like no different from a regular deck, right? Like it's important not to go too blind on the heuristics. Like we can afford it, but yes, we are on 8 credits now, but we have no breakers installed. Let's say we need to get like a decoder and a fractor down, and after that we're on like 2, right? And bear in mind, there's also no clear way that we can spend open market credits yet, like this coming turn. So like this second twinning counter is not even guaranteed. Yeah. So long story short, just let me pinhole this fucking trend grid. So draw. Okay. So can we chest wave pinhole right now, please? I'm begging you, sir. Yes, thank you. Okay, what are we killing? Trend grid. Fuck. Come on, dude. Come on. Ah. Okay, let me just clarify that I don't think this is like any of this is like wrong. But definitely not how I would have played it. Okay, so bear in mind, if we if we install Mystic Mummy here, we run the risk of death, right? Because I mean, I know we're going to instinct Mystic that, but we can die from this position, because if server 3 is Azif protocol, right, and there's a two cost card rest, right, the op can go advance three times Azif, Azif plus FUT, and absolutely murk us from here. So this is a very dangerous Mystic Mummy install. I can even do it from hand if the hand is exactly Azif slash and burn like we were talking about earlier. Yeah, we can absolutely die here. Okay, so wall to wall, odds of dying, low but not zero. Oh jeez. Oh, add yourself to HQ. Okay, interesting. So we are like, the idea is to regen. Of course, the implication is that we just want to use strength grid credits. How good is that? It's like not that good if it's not that good if you just reinstalling wall to wall. So maybe this is like a push. So credits, install. Okay. So I think there is a reasonable read that one of 6 or 7 is the wall to wall, right? Because if not, what is the point? And furthermore, that implication is like server 3 is something higher value than wall to wall, which is not Speed to Go. It's like Anthill or an agenda. Marcus archives, not particularly useful. Let's see. How did we get the second twin encounter, by the way? Oh yes, the pinhole. So draw, that's excellent. How interested am I in checking wall to wall here? Like, it's always install classic, and then what? We install classic, we go to 6 cards. I'm fine to like draw one more time. We've already drawn like for the first time, so classic is not giving us extra value. So it's like we always install class act. And then what? We try and draw for a clean getaway. Shibboleth. Oh, damn. C3 RD is reasonable. It's probably reasonable. Okay. C3 RD is fine. We can get chest wave value there. Yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's fine. Of course, it would have been better if Mark was R&D, obviously. Yeah, so I don't hate run R&D install class act. But choice is to click for credit. Yeah, I don't hate this. I don't really like this click for credit. I think run R&D is definitely better. For real. Yeah, for sure. And of course, install class act. So we'll draw double air blades. Yeah. Okay, wall to wall comes down. Yeah, we had a read on this. So we draw and advance the unknown ice, of course. So we draw, install, and install. Good grief. Okay. Marcus archives. So the question is, are we checking server 3? We have this shibboleth. It probably makes a lot of sense. So I want to go Carpe. Yeah, the cop is extremely flooded. We might have just straight up won if we'd seen 3 and R&D last time, shockingly. Okay, so I think it's a very easy Carpe archives. That brings us to 11 credits. Then install Shibboleth. Install Shibboleth runs over 3. And we beat Skunk. Yeah, we beat Skunk. Yeah, install Shibboleth, run server 3 and see what happens. Oops. Oh, oops. Okay, that's not what I expected. What is this run? I'm not sure what's happening here. Do we expect a... I mean, if it's a Bloodwood, we don't really care. Spherigor is annoying, but I think we can't afford to trash anyway. The only thing this could be that we want to kill is the third spin. Yeah, I don't like this run. I don't like this run. I don't think, like, what do we expect to find here, you know? And we kill the Sphere. Oh, I do not like this one, Sam. I don't like this one. I think yeah, I mean, we have this Shibboleth. We have like Carpe into Shibboleth run server 3. I'm not sure what we're scared of. Like powers? I mean, the other way we deal with powers is by clearing the agendas of the board. I'm not sure like what's happening here that we need to that we need to check the board directly. Okay. Oh, we still have time. Please tell me we've got a Carpe. Yeah, we Carpe. Okay, got me the Carpe is free. Shibboleth and get away. Okay, sure. Blah blah blah. So, where's the Yakov? Sure. Yakov does not have persistence. Yeah, it does not have persistence. Okay. So there is a small thing here that if you intend to trash Yakov, then you should access him first because he does not have persistent, right? So the question is whether you want the corp to have money at this point. Maybe it's fine to give them money. I guess if we have trashed the Spherigor, I don't really want to trash the Yakov as well. But we'll take this Azif, of course. And we trash the trinket manually. Okay. Sure. I don't... Yeah, this is like the absolute worst time to trash the trinket, right? When the Yakov is out, when the Yakov is already rest. Kind of pooey. And above the law, kill the twinning. Yep. So we got 0 value out of the twinning this game. We definitely could have run R&D once earlier. So the naked Azif is like a very big tell that HQ is flooded to hell and back. Unfortunately, I don't know how much we can do about that. I think this is a very straightforward nuka. We probably bottom the steel skin. Well, it depends if you know this is a damage matchup. We see, of course, we of course spectating see the end of the line, just chilling, but we don't know if Tiff knows. Yeah, that ATL scope is rough, definitely. I mean, probably it's the steel skin bottom. Yeah. Yeah, and then now because we have put ourselves in this economic position, we can't trash the wall-to-wall. And like the wall-to-wall was like arguably giving more value than the trinket did at this point. Yeah. Yeah, I think there were like a few like questionable trash decisions. Like I think I can't get behind the second excavator trash and the timing of the trinket trash. Like the best time to trash trinket was like as early as possible, right? Like now, you trash the trinket after the Yakov has already gotten rest, and like now we can't justify going on this water wall. Like we have this mystic taking up, which is good, but if this next nuker doesn't find any money, we are in kind of big trouble. Punished for not checking unnice remotes. I said I don't think. I think like the opponent is like playing the hand that they're dealt, right? Like I don't see a real reason to check to check server 8 that turn, realistically speaking. Not when there was a fresh install in server 3. Yeah, but what is the play here? We could install the Hermes. I don't think. Yeah, feels not great. We can discard air blades. The trend grid indicates no Zato grid, and with no Zato grid, there's probably no reason to keep the air blades in hand. So I think I'm happy to draw once. Sure, whatever. Click for credit, discard 2 air blades, and we just hope to hell that we find a sure gamble, bravado, like gamble, bravado, getaway in the next 4 cards. Discard 2 air blades. Yep. Install, res, pop. Whoa, that's a fast. On R&D, install. Damn. All right. So we draw. Okay, we find a Carpe, which is like fine. What are we bottoming? We bottom the. Oh, we have a bravado anyway. We bottom the Carmen probably. Like I think I want to. So we bottom we bottom the Carmen, yeah. And we can go like revolver, bravado. Like and give them the money. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I think I'm down. Revolver, bravado, revolver, Hermes, bravado, sure. Revolver, Hermes, bravado. R&D, yep. We broke both subs on Tithe, which is sure. I think you could have mined the 1 credit, but it's a small thing. We'll see if we can get chess V value. Nope. Now we just run. Interesting. Oh, and Samson gets accessed. Damn. I think you can't trash this. Yeah. Yeah, this was like the first like not trash decision that I've agreed with this game, you know. Okay. So wall to wall doing the thing again. This freaking wall to wall, man, I swear. So what does that kill? Carpe transfer. Yikes. We have a bounce. Probably the HQ ice, yeah. We don't really care about Cybersend. Like I think if the cop wanted the Cybersend, it needed the Cybersend that value, they would have like pre-rested. Just pause the ice, yeah. Marcus Archives. We install Click Nuka first. We do find Getaway, so it's probably like bottom Kuru, Getaway, install Kuru. blah blah. Run this Vidago. Sure. Yeah. And I guess last click is gamble. Yeah, we have to gamble because of measure. Worth noting, we died to double measure now. So maybe this Virigo trash wasn't even correct. Yeah, I think this might have been like overemphasis. Like, see, on this board state, like I think we're supposed to draw a card, install Groupier. Yeah, we're on 8 credits exactly. We survived double measure. Yeah, we run this and then gamble. The gamble is not helping us survive double measure. Yeah, this is probably bad. Okay, Cyber Sand. Here comes Cyber Sand. Another wall to wall. Funny. So install. So triple install in the remote. Again, both players know you can get in here. Click 1 is Nuka. Save play. Whitley versus Spec 2 to check the remote. Like, I mean, I get it, right? Like, I don't like spending 2 to check the remote, but what I do have like an issue with is, like, I think we have gone, like, I think far too hard on trashing Sphidigos this game. The assets haven't actually done much this game, just money. Is that true? The asset haven't even. It's like honestly, this wall to wall is like, okay. This I realized it's the second wall to wall, the third wall to wall. But like the wall to walls have gotten like illegal amounts of value this game. It's crazy. Anyway. Surely we bottom the class act. No, bottom the boomerang. Maybe we can resolve a. Maybe we can resolve a what's it? Bottom the boomerang. If we resolve a transfer, we can't afford a class act. So I'm down. Okay. Mark is R&D. We can't just bravado R&D here. How good is that? Single access. We've bottomed the Carmen, but the deck is getting quite thin. I think we can get to it fast enough. Boomerang will shuffle. So it's probably fine to just bravado R&D here. Basalt. Okay. Now this opens up an opportunity, probably. Okay. Now this gets interesting. What is the bounce? Aren't you just transferring to Hermes the remote? I don't understand. Like, we have no read on HQ, right? We have no read on HQ. I don't see why we wouldn't. Help me understand. Like, why wouldn't you bravado on this board? It's clickless. It's clickless 4 credits, and I don't think like the I don't think revolver counters are going to be in short supply, right? Like I don't think it's going to matter. The weight opponent makes it clear the flood. I mean, yes, to a certain extent, but yeah, why wouldn't you bravado first, right? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, exactly. You bravado, right? And now, given you've taken this basalt back, so we don't know. Yeah, we haven't figured out what the take back to hand is. Or from the class act. Or you want to take another boomerang from the class act draw? I think that's sure. I mean, whatever. I think we can afford a second class act, and I think that is going to help propel us to the end of the game faster, if you know what I mean. Okay. Either way, I think this has got to be a HQ bounce, surely. Okay. Interesting. So if you bounce that, the idea is to... Nah, this can't be right. This can't be right. Like, Tiff, what is happening here? Like, why... Like, are we running the remote? If we're running the remote, why are we bouncing something in the remote? Because, like, even if we think it's an agenda we bounce, why are we bouncing what could be an agenda when we're on 5 points? I think this is just straight up bad. The transfer hand so set, yeah, exactly. Like I think this is a very straightforward bounce HQ ice, install Kuru transfer. And like the game is pretty cooked from here because what was the speed to go? I mean whatever. Yeah. The only reason bounce remote is Angelique. Sure. Do we have a crew in the bin already? No, we have second crew in the deck, so yeah, I don't really think I'm scared of Angelique. Like, I mean, fuck it, right? Yeah, this is really bad. Like, even if like we know this is an amazing amusement, so even if it like why are we bouncing a card? We're just voluntarily reducing our number of accesses. Like this is like bad. About either the upgrade or the agenda, but we don't know. We have no idea which is the agenda, which is the upgrade. Right? We have no idea. There was a 50. Even if we accept that it's upgrade plus agenda, we just cut our chances of winning by 50% by making this play. Yeah, I think it's terrible. Like we have to run HQ first. We have to get the transfer off, and then we can evaluate from there. Yeah, so I mean this is just bad. So excess Antil, definitely we trash that, and leave the Yakov. The Yakov has made $4 already. Just saying. Install Kuru. Click for credit. Click for credit here is also bad. Right? I think we have to draw. Also, what the hell is this chest This chest has done nothing for us whatsoever. That's quite sad. 0 value chest If it's gender regardless of what the remote upgrade was, yes, because we can pay through Skunk. I guess we can't pay. I guess they could void, but I mean, who is playing void in op, right? Yeah. If you want to run remote, if you want to run HQ, you bounce the HQ ice. If you want to run the remote, you bounce the HQ ice. Yeah, it was a blunder, definitely. Okay, blah blah blah, wall to wall. Okay, extract, tithe, for spin. Okay, so finally they've gotten rid of their flood issues. Install Oppo for 4. So we just poke here. Just clicking. So we don't want to poke. Yeah, because we're scared of measured response. That's like reasonable. So we just clear 4 tags. So install. Something is cooking here. Now we are like fairly incentivized to check the remote. Marcus archives. Can we get a click one draw? No, we just click one transfer. Okay, whatever. Maskirovka. Blah blah blah. Wait. Oh, we can't afford to. Okay. Wait. Hold on. I just realized we're on 3 credits only. This is like probably quite bad. Like, we know that we need to commit ChessV. We need to commit ChessV for this Kessleroid, right? So we need to commit ChessV for the Kessleroid. So we only have like this number of credits for ice number 2. Bear in mind, this is not a manual advance, this is a wall-to-wall advance, so this we have no indication of what this ice was. If that's Winchester, we lose the game. Is that correct? Nah, we don't lose. We never lose to Winchester. We just revolve it. And in fact, we'd rather it be Winchester because like it lets us break the whole thing. If there was like Stavka, maybe we lose the game. But I mean, whatever, bro. Yeah, I mean, probably boomerang transfer is definitely safer. I think even like no free lunch transfer, I would have preferred no free lunch transfer. Also, R&D has like 15 fucking cards in it. I forgot if we know what this is. Whatever. Blah blah blah. Okay, we we dodge. Oh my goodness. I mean, we can afford if we let the cop gain 2 from Maskarova, yes, but if we are letting the cop gain 2 from Maskarova, what is the point of the transfer? Right? That is like super bad. Like and we spent 3 credits on this Maskarova and didn't get a Kurupira counter. Yeah, I mean, we honest to God should have won here. I mean, our opponent of course got flooded out of the goddamn mind. And we are running this. We got baited so hard by this 1 in 4 access. Oh, and yeah, and here comes the punish. Access, blah blah blah. And we trash Mystic. Wait, hold up, what happened here? I guess we are. I'm pretty sure we can let. I think we can. I'm pretty sure we can let the. What is happening? Wait, what? Okay, I mean, this is tragic and all, blah blah blah, right? No trash, nothing. We have 1 click 5 credits. Our objective here is to not die to end of the line. So our play is to what? install class act. I think, Tiff, I think what is happening is you are panicking. This was really bad. This was an awful turn, mate. Holy. Oh no! Like, oh, this was a bad transfer, and then we install. Like knowing there's an end of the line in hand and that we have a tag, we install the no free lunch and don't use it to clear tag. That's like shocking. It's truly shocking to me. And you see the thing is, if we had that one extra credit to break the Masquerade cards up, we wouldn't be in this situation, right? Panic's exactly what happened to him. Yeah. I think definitely the panic definitely. I can tell immediately the like when the panic set in or when it started to come into effect, right? Which is this turn 12. This was. I'm not gonna. Just not gonna lie. This is awful. Like if we hadn't given the 2 credits, I think this wouldn't have been a problem, right? Yeah, like the fact that we use this no free lunch not for the tag clear on the exact turn that we see the end of the line, so we end tag is, I think, absolutely tragic. So it's free to go. I think what is going to happen here is, well, we'll see. I think that, I mean, I would kind of want to get a value end of the line in. Trash offshore. Oh, we get hella bucks for this. For another lamplighter, sure. Wall to walls, draw. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Extract. Oh, this Yakov has got so many dollars. It's unreal, actually. Unreal. And then we just put another thing in this remote. And I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way from here, buddy. Yeah, there wasn't even like the value under the line. So draw. Well, I mean, I will say that if we had let the Mystic survive, it would have eaten the boomerang, right? Which doesn't matter, right? And then the plan is simply to try and draw our last econ piece, which is like we have gamble, get away. Yeah, we have gamble, get away. We are seeing 4 cards off of the class act and another 2 off of the click one draw. So I think we had to save the Mystic. So like this game was like still savable if we had the Mystic money. Marcus Archives. Yeah. So imagine if we had like 2 extra clicks here, right? Blah blah blah. And we have 1 click to go somewhere to find something. It's R&D or HQ. I mean, we just poke R&D here, right? Surely. Poke. Does it hold? Shuffle the spin, blah blah blah. 1 agenda in there, nothing. Yeah, and then that's easy. That's it. Is the cop even on Emma? We haven't seen any. Yeah, we haven't seen any MRs, but up to the point where we saw the end of the line, we had no read on like what the kill suite was. So I think it's reasonable. Like we didn't even see the Amaze until quite late. We did see the Oppo, of course. So but even then. Misread their flood as a bunch of operations. I was thinking class act forces 2 kill ops plus clear tag dice to 1 measure response. That is in general correct. That's in general correct. I guess we can go back over here to see. So we okay, so for the record, I think like once you got to this point, right? Once you got to this point, on 2 credits with 1 tag and a class act in hand, you have to do it. But I think the point is that you didn't have to be in this position in the first place. Marvelous archives. Oh, we could have squeezed in. Did we not squeeze an archives run? We could have checked at the very least. It didn't end up mattering probably. Oh, it might have actually ended up mattering. Yeah. Okay, because we know it's Oppo research, we go to because we have seen the Oppo, we have seen the end of the line, right? I think you can make the case that especially if you make your mark run, right, and you see the Amaze Amusements which ended up getting trashed, you can make a read that the deck's kill package is only under the line and not measure response. So like on this specific board, it's fine to stay below 4 cards as long as you're not tagged. And of course, if you get public trail, you get public trail, right? Yeah, I think, yeah. So I think you did miss something here, a little bit of a minor thing. You check archives with your mark, and see what you like, and then make what inferences you can from that information. Yeah. I mean, overall, my remarks are, I think, and this is definitely a skill that you need to learn. I don't know if there's a real heuristic for this, but like over here, prioritizing whatever trashes, yeah. Yeah, running, yeah, no reason not to run archives in that situation. You've already made a successful run to turn on measure response, right? So I think this is definitely, that was definitely, and then yeah, in general, my main remarks are, and again, this is something that's not easy to learn, and something you will have to just feel out for yourself, is like knowing what points in the game to trash what cards. Like you definitely went very hard on trashing Sphedigors in the early to mid game, and like didn't trash the Trank until it was too late, and then eventually like that Yakov ended up making an obscene amount of credits. We did see like how tight the credit totals got in like the mid game, and like sorry, going into the end game. So if you trash that Yakov, and important that Yakov, you can probably see around here, Yakov is not persistent. So if you trash the Yakov first, and then trash like the Tranquil after the Yakov, the Yakov will not see the Tranquil get trashed. So he will only ever gain from himself being trashed, and that's it. And like, I don't know if that would have changed your decision in the moment, but it's good to know now. Yeah. And after that, I guess the other thing is don't panic. That's kind of important. Yeah, definitely this was a panic transfer, right? This was a really bad transfer. Like we had to do the math on like the likely reses and the range, the runners, the corpse range. Yeah. I think that's, yeah, those would be my remarks. Just trash prioritizing. I mean, this wall to wall is like so egregious, right? I mean, yes, again, it's not the same wall to wall, but like good God, it got so much value. And yeah, if this Yakov is gone, hate to think about it. Alright, so that's our first replay. We have one more by Evo Brennan. And this one, oh, let's check out what's going on here. Looks like EA Sports is done for the moment. See, Scotch, jeez. I think Panda is Australian. Pretty late for Australia. Don't really recognize many of these people. Lucius is Benoit. Oh, Devs, there we go. Oh, this is exciting. Hosh. Nuvem. Spicy. Okay. Oh man, my nose is so itchy. Okay, so second replay. This one by Evo Brennan. Oh, woof. What is this? Good grief. It's Tao versus Elio. Yeah, no problem, Tiff. I hope to see you there. It should be a good time. Okay, so second replay of the day. Notes on this game: it's funny as fuck. That's all. Okay, this should be good. This should be good. 19 turns. What in the goddamn? Oh my god! What is happening? Yeah, there's definitely some shit going down here. Let me see. Yeah, you can just get started. So Mulligan. Yeah, it is an easy Mulligan. Okay, so what do you have? Palangi, Gamble, Specbird, Hush, Developers. Yeah, this is like a, I think, the game plan of this is fairly straightforward, right? Like just how, I assume there's Hermes in here somewhere. You move shit around, bounce R&D, get big digs. Okay. Blah blah blah. So it's what? Draw. Start with Gamble, sure. And just run. My god. See a Holoman. Probably trash a Holoman. Yeah. Draw. Install drones. Sure. Did we want to install the drones before running R&D? Does it ever do anything? I have no idea. Install credit. Sure. So run. Reset here. Okay. We triple click this. Yeah, we give them like 3 clicks. It's like fine. Like it's like fine. They're on 0. Oh, okay. We end the run and we just run the remote. We trash this triangle. Sure. There are 5 clicks. We can click. Well, this is pretty based, I have to say. Install. Oh, sure, whatever. Basila. Run this. We click the core damage. This was like not a good click-through run probably, but no. Oh no, just fire all. Fair enough. Trash. Okay, yeah. We are gaming here. I actually, you know what? I kind of like that fire all subs. Shame about the Devadata drones, but what can you do? So install credit. And we're just basic actioning it up. Basic actioning it up, basic actioning it up, basic actioning it up. Town, Hippocampic finality, yeah. Oh, 45 cards, I did not realize that. Huh! True. Very true. We Nuka? Okay. Oh, everything we install here is like bringing us further away from Gamble, which is like ugh. What is our tier solution, by the way? You know what? I almost feel like saying clicking Nuka on 2 credits was not correct in a world without creative commission. I assume this was pre-Banlist. But it's so difficult. Okay, fine. Can we chromatophore spec work? That seems bad too. Chromatophore, Spalangi, oh my goodness. Oh, discard the puzzle. Oh, that's a shame. The good is next turn we can gamble. Okay. And finally stuff is happening like on the cop side. We're just running HQ. Sending. Rest and excess space. Okay, that's quite unlucky. That is quite unlucky. Wow, runners have been quite unlucky on the HQ access today, huh? On both these replays. So, advance 3 times, score, swapping that, sure. The train comes back from Egerton. Credit gamble Nuka. Oh, sure. Okay. Hippocampic discard Lilo. Sure. Okay. I was just like, I want to go and like go over hand size, but turns out we have a Hippocampic in the deck. So Trank, blah blah blah. It's no credit, and Mercia. Okay. Still no console. The finality is kind of making me think that maybe we're not on Hermes, but who knows. We are just running. Wait, hold up. This never works, right? I mean, I guess maybe it works. Yeah, coppers are 3. Fine. So res ablative, fine, whatever. Madani, okay, that's the console. Running HQ. Okay, sure. What is the tile swap here? Ablative on R&D? I'm down. I'm super down for like ablative on R&D, actually. Okay, the face down ablative. Okay, this is like super good as well actually. Now that I think about it, the tier, put the tier on HQ, we don't want to go there ever again anyway. And then run R&D. Ooh, spicy. Okay. We just click on this. Oh, this game has just been like you would not expect this to be a such a scrappy basic action card game just by the state of the discard. Is actually a perfectly mirrored. It's 2 humanoids, 2 holomen, 2 hedge. I mean, it kind of makes a little bit more sense, like just double gamble on the runner side, but the corp for having double hedge, double humanoid is in a pretty terrible position economically speaking. Okay, part of it is there was a hard rest tier on like turn 2. That's part of it. And the tier is like in no man's land now on HQ. No one gives a shit. Okay, so draw. We can afford to draw 1 more time? I guess not. Oh, and we want to spec work. Okay, okay, sure. Shit. Fine. Yeah, we can spec work and then simul chip something acceptable. Advance 3 times. No swap. Nice R&D. Okay. So the game is on R&D somewhere. It's like reasonable to assume. We are just spec walking, yes? No, not yet, at least. Why are we not spec working as opposed to just drawing? I guess we're saving the simul chip trigger, is my guess. Install DZ. Sure. Okay, nothing much is happening. Blah blah blah. Tranquil. Advance twice. So it looks a lot like a 3-point agenda. It looks like a send a message. So something's gotta happen. Okay, never mind. Is there a way? Is there ever a way? Probably not, right? Okay, that's quite sad. That's quite sad. What the heck? Wait. That can't be right. Why did we not host on Madani? Actually? This seems just straight up wrong. We just leech coalescence, right? We just host. And am I missing something? Really the leech, okay. Let's not think about it too much. Coalescence, blah blah blah. Okay. Decline to swap. Is that correct? I kind of feel like swapping the ablative on the R&D is better because we kind of, that's the only sum we can realistically pressure. Sure. This is the game of all time. Media, we have seen plenty of games of all time. I mean, something is going on here. We're trying to figure out what. I mean, definitely, like the one thing is the coalescence. Definitely, this lead should have gone down on the Madani, regardless of anything else. Bars the last hit, Glenn. Okay, possibly a bit too late, but it is what it is. Please host. Fine. I'm testing it is. This could have been like an Inkerton or the third Inkerton or the Luminal. The game would have ended here, but there's no way we're getting this remote anyway. So I think you know what, it's fine. Just let it cook. Blah blah blah. Trinket to draw. Interesting. Install, and then Mercia 5th eyes on the. Oh, what is happening? This seems extremely unnecessary, if you ask me. Okay, we just directly. Okay. Even when what is happening? Like we are not even using the Madani. I guess like the only reason we are not Madaniing is if we intend to run this turn, but it doesn't look like we intend to run this turn. Back in oh my god. Okay, I guess I see the vision. Good grief. Good grief. Okay, I see the vision. I see Palangi Chromatophores. Shit's gonna go down. I got it. Advance. Okay, it's showtime. It is showtime. Okay, this is the turn where something has to happen, right? Corp has 12 credits, a 5 deep remote, with a Mercia at the bottom and a double advance card on 6 points. It's gotta be now or never. Install, draw. We're 5 clicks, remember? So we just install the simul chip. We don't install the Simon chip, we just go. Fuck it, we ball. It's an unusual boss state, girl. Yes, I agree. This is one of the boss states of all time. What is going on? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, Drafter is coming up. Palangi is making Drafter a barrier. We break for 1. Afshar, Chromatophores. Okay, we break for 1. We break for 1. Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening! Oh lord. Oh my god, the Drafter fires. Jeez. Also, what is with the random? Wait. The cop just entered. I swear to God. Wait. Why? Why did the cop pop Spin Doctor randomly? Hello? The Spin Doctor was just sitting out here, right? They could have used it to send the message by like a Drafter opens on literally anything in archives would have done it, like a human would have done it. But they popped the spin by themselves. Oh my god, this is a fiesta. Okay, hold on, man. Sure. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so the Spin Doctor has to come down, but oh, this was so unnecessary. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I mean, you just get through this for like 3 credits, sure. And then you fight the Spin Doctor. And then you have to res and pop the Spin Doctor. Okay. So we don't trash the track. Oh my god, we trashed it. We are 1 credit. Oh. Unreal. Unreal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Install is a double trash. Oh. Oh, the move is gonna do work on the Chromatophores. That's so funny. Oh, it doesn't matter because of Simon chip. I'm just gonna point back to game notes. It's funny as fuck. I think we found it. I think we found it, chat. Credit, run. Oh, we have 5 clicks because of Barzilla. Oh, no, okay. You know what? Now I see why we were so okay with taking the Boomy core in the start again. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, rest, crash, blah blah blah. The Chromatic boss comes back. Okay. Rest the track grid. Sure. I mean, we can Palangi this. I don't think there's a. Do we want to? We can click the Boomy. Like click the trash program. We click the trash program and. Oh, I guess we have a second chip for second Chromatophores anyway. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So we go in and then we see 1 credit that recalling. Why did we trash that track grid, brother? What was last click? Install new carry, go to 0. Cool story, bro. Cool story. Okay, yeah, okay. Good news, we don't need to go back in here this time. Draw. Can we take credits? We click more credits, right? Yeah, that's my man. Click for credits. Click for 4. I mean, honestly, this is fine. Right. Next turn is install res. God, can't find any agendas. This is unreal. Whew. Whew. Red level clickless credit. And discards the card. Okay, sure. What was the discard? Discards a brand. Yeah. Okay. Good grief. Start with credit, gamble, nuka. I want a nuka first, but it doesn't really matter. Credit, gamble, nuka. Spec work the Pelangi, I guess. Or now we install chip, install env testing, install chip. Yeah. Install. Wait. Huh? Eh? Oh. I mean, I get wanting to conceal the simul chip, but huh? What is happening? Okay. You got it, boss. You got it. Oh, this is great. Okay, we pop the spin. Red level, we draw 2. Oh my god, where the fuck are the agendas? Mercia. Install. Okay, this is super unnecessary. Oh my god. Are we getting baited? Are we going in? Oh my god, we drew another command force. Okay, that's kind of peak. Okay. So where's the booming kill? Another command. Oh jeez. The matchup is so bad, honestly. Blah blah blah. Take a call. Fuck it. We ball. I'm very confused as to why we didn't trash this. Why we didn't install this cyber chip. Surely it must have had some use. Okay, blah blah blah. Drafter fire all. Jesus. Oh my goodness. This is a very old Leo deck, I think. I don't know how recent this game was actually, but yeah, like Isaac is definitely not new. Okay, I guess we have to go back. Oh no, we just run R&D. Sure. Okay, we bounce that. Bonk. And then we say, if you got it, you got it, and they do not got it. Oh my! What are agendas? Where are them things? Where are them things? There's 12 points and 12 cards. Lord Almighty. Oh my god.
Sorry?
We finally sent a message. Oh, okay. Wait. Who's that? Oh, hello Brandon. What's going on?
Whoa, there's Joy. What's happening?
I'm on stream. That's what's happening. I'm doing a game review. This is one of the boss states of all time. Alright. There's 2 boomies. Both of them with Chromata Force on them and a 7 strength Begamot.
Wait, we're streaming. What are you streaming?
I'm on my YouTube channel, sir.
Oh, well. Not the first time I've just broken into a stream randomly.
No, yeah. Everyone say hi. Everyone say hi to the king.
It was like, hey, why is Jai just mysteriously over here in this weird channel?
Yeah, well, you got your answer. Yeah, I did like one game earlier. It was Tiff against one of Tiff's opponent. You may or may not know them. Playing Op. That was a like the comp was pretty flooded, but I think Tiff like panicked near the end of the game and made some bad runs, including a very unfortunate transfer that ended up giving credits because of like a Mascarovka credit fire. Meteor says, "Hail to the king."
Yeah, let's go. What's up?
Yeah, and then now I'm watching Evil Brennan navigate a 6 deep remote with Basilar. Like there's a hippocampic mechanocyte and a Basilar synth gland. And I watched him like on a previous turn over install his Madani with another Madani to get an environmental testing counter.
Damn.
Yeah. Shit got real in this game. And it's not even over yet. Whew.
So you're just like watching like different games?
Yeah, these are the games that people submitted, you know, for the whole Senjai to Worlds thing.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, and then like the corp, the score's like 6-2 to the corp, and like I think they've drawn like they've had like 6 clickless draws with RLC and haven't found an agenda yet, or they just found an agenda. There's 10 cards in R&D. Install Pelangi. And oh my god, we just clicked 3, drew a finality, and I assume we are sending some R&D. Oh my goodness. Okay. I should say like this is a Tau deck, right? That is using core damage and Begamot. There's a Begamot on the Muse that is strength 8, and like this poor MIC isn't gonna know what hit it. Okay, break all 3 subroutines for 1 credit. Very good. Rest an ablative barrier. Puts a Mercia. There's a. I'm gonna explain what's in this server 1 right now. Server 1 has a rest strength grid, and then the fucking Super Friends, the fucking Boyroid Super Friends, right? It has an unrest Holoman, Isaac Liberdade, Volvo Ozari, and a Mercenary Ballad in the same remote, and there's 6 eyes on it. Boomy with Chromatophores, Unrest Brand, a Drafter, another Boomy with another Chromatophores, another Boomy without a Chromatophores this time, and finally an Unrest Ablative Barrier. This server costs... If you want to walk through the drafters, this server costs like 2 credits to go through.
It costs what?
2 credits to go through if you let the drafters fire.
Oh my god.
Because of the strength in Begamot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Straight 8 Begamot. Ugh.
Yeah. I should say, like, Brennan has 6 core damage, and the only reason he's still alive is because of his hippocampic mechanocytes. This is a fucking cook, I tell you what. Oh my goodness. Okay, and this finality is gonna hit like 11 points or some shit. Okay, Afsha, no, off-road, yes, swap, whatever, send a message. Okay, and an architect. Okay, yeah, so there's a 9-point finality. Oh, 7-point finality. Christ.
Ooh.
GG. Declines to use Tao's longer than the Presence Magician. Uses a command, save, replay. Oh, this was great. Oh, thank you, Brennan, for sending this. It took its sweet time ramping up, but when it got there, it fucking got there. It was 19 turns. Oh Lord. I was wondering what was going on, you know, because like in my replay submission, I have like this field where basically I ask people no more than 1 paragraph, describe why you wanted to submit the particular replay. If there's anything specific that you want me to focus on, right? It can be as simple as I don't know what I did wrong. can you like can I get some help on this? Which is what Tiff submitted, right? Tiff said, oh, I want to like get better at my runner play. Do you have any pointers for me? And then I did like a more general review. And Brandon submitted his replay, and then his only comment was, "It's funny as fuck." Yeah. Yeah. My
Very
God.
good.
So that's that. And I
Wow.
guess it's I mean it's good that you're here. How much time do you have? Because I did have like some thoughts on, and I know you've already done. If your comments on the standard ban list are already public, but oh my God, flashbang! I'm so sorry, team. Yeah, I was wondering if you had any other remarks on the ban list in like it's been like about a how long has it been? It's been 4
Long
days.
enough.
It's been 4 days since it dropped. You've done your has your opinion changed in the time since, or is your opinion developed in the time since the King's Court episode?
I mean, no. I don't like. To me, like, I don't see where you could have done enough testing in the short amount of time it took to, or that you had to develop the ban list if you were taking Continental's data into account or what was going on, to have like solved the meta yourself or found all the gotchas or whatever. Like regardless, I don't think like the results of that like are gonna like they're separate from the questions I had about why this list is the way that it is.
Sure.
And so no, but like yeah, we're getting through it. Obviously, you know, we're pot committed into finding what we need to find for Worlds. So
Yeah,
you just
absolutely.
kind of soldier on. Go ahead.
Oh no, I mean Meteor is saying in chat. I know CyberZen has to go, but Bob is so Jova. I mean, I think Op is still like playable. It definitely will have some clunk to it though, right? Because now there are no tools that bridge themselves, and we've seen the problem already. Like envelopment is kind of dead in the water because there are no good fours in Wayland, right? Like Tree Line exists, Winchester exists, but the cast kind of don't really do anything. And goes on to say the funny part was when they said we didn't ban Sable because of one tournament. This was of course the what tournament? Actually, you know what? What I can do is go to Maker's Eye and do some meta-analysis. There we go. 2510 meta-analysis. No. 2508. There we go. Swiss cut. Fine. Apply. Columns. Yep, so 52.2% corp win rate. And then runner side, yeah, Sable 27% on it. Of course, I think the number of this like decreased slowly over the course of the season. Okay, that's not true, but all the same, I believe mostly had 1-2 Continentals. That's right, yes. Jonas and
Dabs.
Dabs. Yeah. Okay, was there even a consideration for you that Sable would have copped the ban? Should have copped the ban? Or deserved one?
Which card?
Sable.
No.
No, yeah. I mean, I think that's like that's a real take. Bro, turn off the stream and go play Age of Empires. Axel, the fuck are you talking about? Age of Empires? Like I think honestly the only game other than that right now I'll be playing right now was like Path of Exile 2. I've dumped like maybe a certain number of hours into the game since like the latest patch release. It's a couple of weeks back, but world's testing and all. Uh,
Am I cutting out, or are you cutting out?
you are not cutting out.
Okay, because some words just get like lost. They just cut out, and then you come back in. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing that, but maybe it's just me.
I think if it was me, then my chat would be saying something, but looks like no. Meter says, I don't know personally. I have rather Sable got than Info Bounty. Is that true? I don't know.
What did they have?
Rather Sable Gone than Info Bounty.
Oh.
I don't know about that. I think Info Bounty was like a perfectly fine ban. Like yes, it gets to sit in the corner with with DreamNet. It gets to sit in the corner with DreamNet and look at the rest of the bar and be like, why the fuck are we in here with these guys, right? It's that kind of ban, but I think if we can get Sable to a fine spot without Info Bounty, I think that was worth exploring. I think like therefore I'm on board with that ban. Wait, why are people telling me to play Age of Empires? Hello? What's happening?
New meme.
I don't know.
I thought Sable, like, I think, like, I didn't think Crim needed a ban.
You didn't think Crim needed a ban in this ban list? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like this past ban list. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. And I think it goes without saying that Anak was like fine, right? Or at least Hoshiko was fine. Let's put aside other Anaks for the time being. Like I don't know that you can fix other Anaks without bringing Hoshiko back overboard. Are you with me on that?
I mean, like, you say bring Anarchs back. Like, Sep did fine.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think Sep can live without Banha, right? I don't know what that says about like the depth of Sep's card pool. But definitely he can still play the game without Banha. It's more like the rest of the runners that I'm concerned about, like Essa, Lu, and Sep. Even for like all Sep has done, it's end of the day it's still not a popular deck.
Well, I think that's just because of play, like how to play it. But like, it does some powerful things. I to answer your original question, yeah, I think like if you're gonna bring cards that support these other anarch, like it just there's always a but like what about Hosh situation?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that the talk was moshing, and that just can't happen.
Yeah, I don't think it can happen. Yeah, so I mean, because like for me the problem is that like we have talked about like DreamNet being in Hoshiko jail for the past 2 years or whatever it is, but it's like becoming increasingly apparent that Hoshiko is like not just holding back the rest of the Anak card pool, but the rest of the Anak identities as well at this point. Or I should say it the other way around. It's not just the rest of the Anak IDs, but the rest of the Anak card pool. And only Sep seems to be doing something sufficiently out there enough to distinguish himself from Hosh.
Yeah. I mean, like all the Anarch, not all of them, but like a lot of them can be played and do their own thing. That don't have to necessarily be like, okay, what about Hosh? Like I think like obviously Seb. Lou's fine. S is fine as much as I hate it. Um, like I've seen people tweak Rio decks and do what they at least were out there to accomplish. So like, um, just need to get Topan going.
Dope. Honestly, you bring back Earthrise Hotel, and Topan I think becomes like quite good.
I just don't get why Topan wasn't just patchwork on a card.
I think because
Or
the
I
rules team started complaining.
probably, but that would like that. I would play if it was patchwork, just patchwork. I'd play that. It'd be good
Yeah,
if you
sure.
could choose. Yeah, you could just play like Crew Topan. Like,
I mean, I think the self damage is definitely, of course, worse than like choosing, but I feel like it will like open up more interesting design space in the future. Like, imagine if there was like some other kind of cybernetic support in the next set or whatever, for example, right? And then like if it triggers off of self damage, and you can do some Topan bullshit. Right? Imagine if they near print Clan Vengeance. I mean, you know what I mean. They'll never do it, but something like that. Okay, ask you as a question. Would I rather play Vikings or Poland against Byzantines in Age of Empires? I think Wing Hussars sound quite peak. I have no idea about the Byzantine matchup, brother. So
none of this is English to me.
I have no experience playing Age of Empires multiplayer. I'm just bullshitting as well. But yeah, if Hosh was banned, would Moshing be too strong? I mean, I think you can play. You can, if you ban Hosh. It's entirely possible that you can unban Moshing and Banha.
No,
like this,
no way in hell.
I think for what it's worth, I don't think it can happen in this environment. But if you curate an environment, for example, if you make rushing better, and I mean a lot better, if you make rush corps a lot better in the next set, then Banha can Banha has the potential to come back to fight against it, is how I mean to say.
Yeah,
but that's not a now question,
That's a never question. Like if Rush is that good that you need to unban Banhar, like you just have a different problem. You probably need to take care of the Rush problem. Banhar can never. And then moshing is like, I mean, like as much as I went off about Creative Commission, moshing is so much better.
Oh yeah.
Moshing's in a different league.
Moshing is like people have had like 4 days ish to think about the unban, the Creative Commission unban, and I mean definitely I think it's definitely good, and I definitely want to try like Lillipad, sorry not Lillipad, Anakam Lab, maybe Anakam Aria or whatever. But and there is something to be said that corps now need to respect Shapers, like the Shaper matchup more than they used to. But I think like the people playing Shaper were already like comfortable enough in the matchup, in their matchups, Creative Commission or no Creative Commission, right?
No, that's the scary part. I think like the Shaper, the players that we know that are Shaper players, were already comfortable doing Shaper things, and like being Shaper players. And just giving those players, the players we know, those players' creative commission just made our jobs a lot harder
I mean, this
because
is
they were
the
already good.
so this is the Sep K or Aruzan is winning worlds talk, is it?
I mean, one of them's on SBT.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay. So my take on the ban list, right? Because I actually haven't said this publicly before, is that I feel like individually, I am like fine with each of the. I'm fine with each of the changes on an individual level, but I think when you put like all four of them together, it's like it adds up to too much. That's my take. Actually asking, what is the shit that Brandon says when he's not around? I don't know. I mean, you can get his ass on here and call you out himself if he wants.
Wait, what?
Axel's asking, what? This is the shit that Brandon says when he's not around? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh, lols. Yeah, whatever, actually.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Like, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed playing Monster, but like, the amount of times that you go like, draw 5, gain 5.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember when I think this was when Steel Skin Scarring first came out. Like in 23, I think it was 23, and I was doing comms for EMEA Continentals online, and like the first time I saw the God Mosh, you know, the draw 5 gain 7, I lost my fucking mind, you know. I lost my fucking mind.
Oh, I remember just like playing with or like against Sokka and him just consistently doing the just like draw 3, gain 9.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's dirty. That is dirty.
Yep. Like,
and Sokka did play Hosh for that continental season, right? I think it was like Hosh and Asa.
yeah.
And did he win a continental? He won a continental against Bridgman in the final, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Against
Bridgman?
Yes, this was 23.
Yes.
And the Continentals winners 23 were Sokka, Rongidoch. Was it Rongidoch? I think it was Rongidoch. That beat
The
Jeff in the
NEH?
final or something. Sorry?
The NEH?
Yes. Have you seen this man?
Yeah. Cascadia.
Yes, Cascadia. Yeah, it was Sokka, Rongidoch, and Santa. Good grief. That's a... Are they all West Coast players?
No, Ronji is Boston.
Boston, okay. Sure.
You were supposed to win that one.
I was. I lost in the finals twice. That was a spicy final.
How did you all set up with now?
I remember it was very. I think the game 1 of the finals was my Blador R plus against Santa's Red Hosh, and there was one moment I think quite early on where I put like something behind a VSA.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a... What was it? It was a Bladwart. It was a Bladwart. I iced the Bladwart, right? And then he installed Gachapon and ran. I raised the VSA, and he popped the Gachapon and found the Hush. And I was like so annoyed. I was so annoyed.
Rip. Yeah, that was the triple Hush Hosh.
Yeah. What happened to Center this season? Have not been able to play. Is it Thule being dead? So, I mean, wow, that's a bit on the nose, but So my understanding, I haven't talked to Santa all that much this season, but my impression, and correct me if someone can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but my impression is that Santa has not been enjoying the meta as much as the last one. This is the pure speculation on my part, of course, and I guess part of it is the fact that the Thule stuff isn't anywhere near as good. I know because like he has been like him, London, and Iron Fox, I think the three biggest Thule sickles on the planet, right? And Fox did tell me a little bit. They did a lot of theory crafting on like the new phase of Thule, and they came to the conclusion that it's you just gotta force through an aggressive trend setting and then let Jesus take the wheel, and that's like just not fun, right? It's nowhere near like as good as what Bath was. But yeah, I think back to what I was saying. Four, four changes. I think individually each one is like fine. Flashback myself again. Fuck. But I think altogether it's a bit too much.
Yeah.
Have I told you my theory, by the way? My theory is that if you want to bring back scoring, and by scoring I don't mean like glacier scoring, I mean like tempo-ish, rush-ish scoring. You can, and if you want to reduce the amount of influence that Matryoshka has on the meta, right? There's one change that you can make that will solve two problems at the same time.
Oh yes, you did tell me this.
Yes, and for chat who doesn't know, right? My proposed solution is to unrotate Amani Sanai. Like trust me, bro. Like if this will actually fix the meta. It's gonna bring NBN back, right? It's gonna bring tempo scoring back. Like it's gonna bring agenda trades back, which is like something I really like doing agenda trades, and like kind of part of the reason why I like so up on poetry in the scoop season before I realized it was kind of dog shit. Mila says if you want to bring back Rush, you have to ban Pinhole, then probably deal with Envedic. Mila, you want to know a secret? I actually don't like Envedic Void, even as like a scoring player. I'm like I think it's like very unnecessary. I think Skunk Void is in decks that aren't PD, Skunk Void is a bit of a crutch. Like, and for that reason, I think like Pinhole is fine. Pinhole is like a perfectly fine release valve in the meta. And maybe that's a bit of a cope. But yeah, that's what I believe. Axel saying, "Bro?" Question mark. What are you talking about? I think Pinhole is fine. And Pinhole is fine. Amani is fine. Pinhole ruins so many rush decks. I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. Right? I think. I mean, my perspective is extremely colored by playing like Asa for the entire last season, and I never felt that Pinhole was like all that big of a deal. How do you score an anthill fully? I mean, I don't know. Figure it out. Just figure it out.
Just figure it out is wild. You're supposed to be the one with all the answers.
Yeah. I mean, you give me my ID back and I'll figure something out. You know. Other than that, I'm perfectly fine to just continue copying Augustus and Ruben's homework.
And when you mean your ID, you mean your two IDs?
What was my second ID?
Well,
Oh,
is your
okay,
first
fine.
ID
Yes,
Asa?
fine. Yes. Unban R plus. Just unban R plus. It'll be fine, guys. Trust.
Your babies? Your two babies?
Yeah. I do notice that there is a, let me see, other considerations. NBN R plus. As soon as 25.08 will release, we got to work on this update, starting by looking at potential unbans. R plus jumped out as a potential way to encourage even more faction representation in the comment. I have been saying this. Unfortunately, in testing, we found that the existing asset NBN list played out of R plus were too economically demanding for all kinds of runners. That completely explains why they unbanned Creative Commission. Well, we'd love to see some more NBN representation in the meta. Unbanning any NBN cards at this time will change the format more drastically than willing to ask. So that I guess the solution is to reduce NBN's representation in the meta. Meter saying calls Asa his ID and yes, his card is B1001 SMH. Okay, Meter, there is like lore behind like the B1001 pick, so I don't want to get too deeply into that. But yes, I mean I did play a bunch of R plus, in the 23 season, and B1001 did play a part in that. So I won't complain that much. Yeah, and then again, it comes back down to, I really don't think, like they banned R plus, right? And then the reason they gave for that, can I'm not gonna bother searching for it. But basically, part of the reason is that they say banning R plus is going to open up design space for like more tag based cards that we don't have to design around the R plus discount in the future. And I'm like, sure, I think that's a reasonable response. And then Elevation rolled up 6 months later, and where were the good tag cards that we were promised, friends? Like, I do not see any card in Elevation that would be broken by having R plus in the format. Am I wrong to say this? Like
no, listen, we're always getting duped. That's how that goes. You believe and you're like, all right, yeah, that makes sense. And then when the dust settles, you're like, what? R?
Oh?
Oh. No, I don't agree. But also too, like, to add on, not only is that, but it's like some of the tag punishment is like I tag you for a reason. I want you to stay tagged, and they also just like remove the tags. They remove all the hard work.
I think I could do like an entire fucking podcast episode, right, on like how I hate the NBN design in Elevation. I think it's like just kind of dog shit. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. I think it's kind of dog shit. I think Synapse is the worst design ID in NSG history. But yeah, let's not get too much into it. And just say that if the next set, right, doesn't have any cards that will be broken as fuck with a 2 credit discount for giving a tag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just gonna call like complete bullshit. Like and let's say that like the current design of NBN and the current design direction of NBN is just, they have no idea what they're doing. I'm willing to give it one more set before I say that.
Right.
Gerhard say SPT tested unbanning R plus. Yes, I mean, I saw that. We were just looking at it just now, and like it's too economically demanding for all kinds of errors. Are we including Creative Commission Shaper? Because like I don't see how Creative Commission Shaper with like Wheels Azimuth like can lose to R plus unless the R plus gets like a godly start. Let's not forget that ARES has rotated, right? Bigger Picture is the only good NBN non-ice card. Assuming you're not counting touch-ups mid here. Yes. Upgrade over Market Forces is a bit of a stretch, I would say, because like it is only as big of a swing as Market Forces is the first time you play it. It is not as good as Market Forces for being spammed, and like I'm the world's #1 authority on getting Market Forces spammed. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, he's the ultimate spammer.
Yeah. Shout out to Ice Prisma. Yeah. So, I think that's like my current take on it. Bigger Picture is fine. And okay, so the other thing about Bigger Picture compared to Market Forces is that, okay, I would say compared to Market Forces, Bigger Picture is like an extremely dead card when you cannot stick, when you can't stick attack, right? Is the problem. Like both modes are dead. I appreciate the fact that in R plus, like if you can ever get attack to stick, it's like really good, even in multiples, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes so much more money if they're trying to float tags. But I mean, sure, but then at that point they're no longer tagged, right? So I mean, there is a balance that can be struck there. And like, given that like all the rest of NBN's tag punishment design in Elevation at least is based on removing tags, I would much rather have a tag punish card that's just a hit confirm and just does its thing without having to consume a resource that everyone is competing for. Which like makes it even worse if like the runner actually gets like a good draw, has a lot of money, has a lot of ways to remove tags. Let's say they're like they have like a Valentina or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they can consistently stay untagged, like the deck kind of just stops doing anything. Is it like maybe a little bit clear yet that I have very strong opinions on NBN cards? Because I do have strong opinions on NBN cards, like much more so than HB, honestly, if you ask me.
I mean, seemed pretty spot on to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my take on like R plus, touch ups. Like honestly, I mean, sorry, Brandon, but I mean, it can die. It can go and die in the gutter. The guy can go die in the gutter, and I walk past. I stick my tongue out as I walk past.
Yeah, you don't like touch-ups?
I mean, I think the card is just cringe. Like this might be like the one time I agree with Aksu.
It's cringe?
It is kind of cringe. I mean, yes, there is like some amount of skill testing to it, but I think the card is like
why is it cringe?
Okay, I'll admit that it's a lot less cringe. It's a lot less cringe with if you ban Nebula, for example. But I don't think it can exist in a format with R plus either, so it's gotta go. Sorry.
I mean, like, I I hear you. I just don't understand. Like, I just don't get why.
I mean, I think the card just. Uh, I think the card interacts quite in a very. Uh, it has far too favorable an interaction in a format where the two biggest. I mean, historically, right? Like historically, all the big damage effects are 4 damage. I think it has like far too strong a synergy with that.
Okay. Like, see, like, I think that's like the best. Like, that's the case that has made me understand the most, I think. Do I agree? No, but like, I understand that
Sure.
at least. Yeah. Like, I think, like, I think not valuing or promoting kill is like just one of the elements and one of the toppling pillars for like why we get ourselves into messes. Because at the end of the day, a decent kill deck affects the meta and like is a win con. And like when we just say no to those things, a lot of the time I just feel like it promotes bad netrunner a lot of the time.
I mean, I can draw like a comparison to I think the other historical 2 damage or damage equivalent card that kill decks. Yeah, traffic accident, right? And that thing was like it was like a more direct it was a more direct card than touch ups is for sure, but I think it was also like more conditional than touch ups is, right? Like touch ups just requires you to have an advanceable card installed, which is like fairly trivial. Traffic accident needs you to have a double to be double tagged, right? And of course, like if we recall that this was before Boom got printed, and like
yeah. Yes, but Scorch is a lot different than Endline in a very key way.
That is true. That is true. Scorch is like a hit confirm tag punish, right?
Yeah, and not only that, mid seasons is very different than anything we have. So like, yes, the traffic accident's gonna come in under, right? But like, right now, like I don't know. I see. Here's my thing, right? I played at a time where like there was either uninteractive things that you could do. You could just do things, or you could play the trace game, which just means I have more money than you.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just like everyone's like they just all the cards have just guardrails, right? Only do this if you do this, 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 and this. And if your opponent can just pay, then you don't get to do anything, right?
Yeah.
And like to me, that's way more cringe from where I come from. Like measured response is way more cringe than touch ups.
That's an interesting.
Like I'm always gonna promote like I get obviously unless it's like turbo busted, like just the doing of stuff, then I've hit this magical mark like this way or that way, and like now I get to do this thing, and like even though I've waited for it or I've hit this requirement, you can still get the hell out of it. You know? Like this is what I'm saying. I think banning touch ups like hurt me in a way because I thought we were past this. I thought but we're clearly not. Like we clearly still just need to be babied. Like we just need to be calm.
I mean, I will submit that um, if Nebula is the problem as compared to touch ups, right? Okay, I'm willing to like I'm willing to be convinced that touch ups is not the problem, or or that touch ups died for Nebula sins. Let's put it this way, right?
I don't even think it's Nebula. Is it really Nebula? Like to me, it's just false sleep.
Sure. And I think I mean they did like touch on like the false lead um, not ban. We
They
consider
did.
false lead as an alternative target to touch us to disempower the kill Nebula list. Either ban would likely render the deck as we know it unplayable. Runners can tech against false lead. Uh, did I miss something here? Basila
Yeah,
synth
I don't
ban?
know.
Basila synth ban?
If
I
you're
don't
into that, running hot.
Runners can tech against false lead. Hold on. I did not read
Yeah,
this sentence before.
just steal the Jendi.
Runners can tech. I don't know about this one, brother. What the heck?
I don't know about mostly anything that's like written there. So like, yeah, but like the fact that touch ups gets all this heat to me is like you hated losing. You didn't want to lose to this anymore, so that's why you hate it. Like there's no explanation that has really been given to me that doesn't really sum it up to that, because false lead is so much more egregious. Like if you
in
want
so
to
many more
point
ways,
finger.
I agree.
Yeah, like if you really want to point fingers, you just like as like I remember Whiteblade said in what is it like this is really a clear case of like touch ups was the card you saw yourself losing to. And that's why you've taken aim at it. But really, like touch ups can't kill you on its own. It can barely do anything on its own. Like it's just crazy. It's just I thought we were past this, but we're clearly not.
Yeah. I think if you ask me like my okay, so my my starting position would have been that if side balance is in a reasonable position, and I think it is in a reasonable position, then all we need to do to like curate a strong meta or a good meta is like if you want to say no changes, fine, no changes, whatever, right? But for me, I think I would have liked to see like a little bit of a push away from like the most popular Wayland Jinteki NBN IDs, right? That's Op, Alco, Nebula. We just need a little bit of a push, right? We don't need a very big thing. And they mentioned that they mentioned that Bladderwort, they said did not move the needle enough for the decks that they wanted to hit with it. But I think that's fine, right? Because like in the first place we are not looking for a big change.
But like they can't really do anything, right? Like if cards going to the ban list go to die, then you only have one way of changing things, right? So
yeah, I mean,
like
okay,
what
I
are you
mean,
gonna
yes.
do?
I mean, okay, so what you can do, you compare like the three bands, right? The three bands that we got, just Sting, Touch Up, Cyber Sand, with the two, with like, I think my preferred two bands, let's call it Bladderwort and False Lead. I feel like that's in general in general healthier. I mean, okay, I would also have unbanned touch-ups and banned touch-ups and unbanned R plus, but like let's put that aside for now. Alright, I think we could have left Sting, like remove Bladder, remove like remove like some other pressure asset, another must trash, right? And I think it's entirely possible that without Bladderwort, like this hypothetical R plus asset deck isn't as scary.
Yeah, like playing into that, I actually agree that changes need to be made. Then yeah, like I would agree with your like assessment, but I just didn't like. You know what, 52% corp win rate in content. Like you were in a great spot. If you don't like, listen. If you don't like the top decks being the top decks, it's just not a reason to ban them on their own or make changes to them on their own. And thinking that, like, oh, we're just gonna make changes to these things and we're gonna be like, oh, like this will what did they say? Like they feel like, oh, if these are out of the way, then people are just like forced to play other stuff, and that's a good thing. The other decks that people weren't playing, they weren't playing for a reason. You didn't give them anything.
It's true.
Right? Like, a shit sandwich is still a shit sandwich. Let's not glorify the shit sandwich. Like, I just, so, you know, it's funny because at the end of the day, what would you do if like Nebula and Alco and whatever just showed up at Worlds? Like you didn't do anything, you know? It's either you didn't do anything or you just made corps like significantly worse. Like I just don't get how this just makes anything better. Like to me it just doesn't, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so I guess a thought experiment you can run. Okay, before I go on this tangent, Axel is asking when you want to be recording the King's Court episode, whenever it is.
We can do that right now.
Right now? Jesus.
Immediately, if you need. Yeah, it's probably, you know, now that I think of it, what time is
right
it?
now? Like legit now?
What the fuck is this guy doing here?
Like, you want to do this now, or what do you think?
I'm down anytime, like in 3 hours or something, or in 4 hours, anytime.
Well, I'll let
Eventually
Jai
here
finish his
first.
thought, then
Sure.
I'll
Yeah.
then I can bounce it up here.
Yeah. Okay. So let me just like do one last tangent and then I can wrap up. Right. So my question is, oh hello Wenjong. My question is, what would need to happen, or what would the meta need to look like at Worlds for the SBT to consider that what it did with this ban list to be a success? Like, what would the meta have to look like?
Nothing.
What do you mean by nothing? Are we talking about like side balance stays the same as it is?
No. I for this ban list to be a success, this ban list is not a success.
No. I'm asking. This is a thought experiment, right? How?
Go ahead.
What would the world's meta, the site demographics and the site win rates, etc. What would they have to look like for us to be able to consider this ban list a success? Is what I'm trying to ask. So what scenario would we need to go down? And this is of course a question that we can only ask at the start of the ban list, like before people do like a lot of testing, right? And we figure out what actually is going to happen. But this is a thought experiment. what would need to happen, what discoveries would we need to make. Like for example, we could discover that yes, Shaper gets buffed by the Banlist, sure, but still no one is playing Shaper because maybe we figure out that Dolls, Hoshiko, and Crim in general is still stronger, and therefore it doesn't move the needle enough in terms of runner side faction balance, and therefore Corps can still focus on only beating Crim and Anak. That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. In my mind or the people's mind? Because like for me, like if I I guess what people would say is like if there's new interesting decks that do well and we're not seeing the same decks at the top tables is what probably the general public would say if I had to guess.
Okay. I mean, I think I can get behind it a little bit because I think a big part of this, at least even from the start of like elevation meta, people were like complaining like fucking Nebula is everywhere, fucking Alco is everywhere. Like, can we just see something else, please? Right. And I think part of what a successful Banlist would need to look like, at least for the world meta as a display of Netrunner, is better ID representation within factions. I think that's an important objective to hit.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you're right. I just think like it's aimed at the wrong place. Like, if you like, for me, it's print better cards on average across factions, and you'll have people playing more things. Like I think the Banlist team has been given like partial responsibility of some things that they like shouldn't have. Like I wish people would take away their keys and not have them drive the car. You know, like because they really can only do one thing. It's like, oh, like people don't want to see this. Well, then
I mean, yeah, they only have like one lever to be able to turn. I get it, right?
Exactly, which is like just not ideal. The other thing too is like, for me, I guess from the perspective I come from, is like good decks are like they're fucking diamond in the rough. Okay, like they just have been. You know, they've just been a diamond in the rough, and like the Continental season, I really felt like it was evolving. There's things popping up. There was good corps with win rates, and like you felt good about.
I did feel like definitely this past 6 weeks of Netrunner have been some of the more like even though I didn't like the direction that the top corps were going in, I still felt that it was dynamic. Which is obviously a good thing, right?
Right. I think also listening to the people, right? I think in your time of coming back, Jai, I think you'll come around to this because I remember you being like, people will like not really want to play or stuff if like they see alcohol all the time or Nebula or whatever. Like that's just gonna be the same for any Top Cut deck. Like if you go to Worlds and Leo just fucking slaps. You don't think people are going to be fucking sick and tired of like playing against Leo? Like that's just how people are. Like this whole thing about we see this too much. I stopped falling into that trap a long time ago. They said that about PD. They were like, we want a rushy HB that works. 2-3 weeks into PD, they're like, get this shit out of here.
Like, I mean, if you're talking about the violet level. The violet level PD, that's a little bit of a different story, surely.
No. It's be careful what you ask for. Like that's the way they wanted it. They wanted it to work, and then when it worked, they were like, "Oh, maybe this is not what we want." You know, I talk about this now with people who are like, "I want scoring corpse. I'm like, you don't even know what that means. Like, you don't
Oh, I
actually know what you're.
trust me, brother. I once scoring cops, and I know exactly what that means.
You know what you're asking for, right? But like, no idea what they're asking. So like the whole like, oh, these are the top. We're just seeing these decks. Like, I never buy that because like you're just gonna get tired of the next deck and the next deck and the next deck, and we just keep fucking feeding into that bullshit. It's really annoying. When really, I just wanted these good corps. I wanted to watch, you know, a Chris Dyer Sokka matchup that mattered in like a setting where it's refined, it's skillful. Like we were fucking robbed of that. Now when they show up, it's like, like what round is this? Did any of my teammates see what you're playing? Uh, you know, like I don't exactly know what but like
Yeah, yeah.
Continentals, yeah, like it's just like I don't know. People
Hey,
just don't take these things
hey,
into account. But
we
I'm
are getting the Chris Dyer versus Soccer matchup. It's just I don't think it's quite the arena that people were expecting.
yeah, and I mean again, insert two other very high competitive players into those names. Same thing. Like I really felt like we were in a good place. Um, it's very very few times where like I felt the win rates of things like decks, and the feel of them like lined up pretty well. Um, and then they just blew it all up, and I was like, I was waiting. It's like, what happens when the meta is in a good place, right? Do you get trigger happy, you know? And like, if you want to tell me Nebula is not healthy, like I can hear it. But like, then just ban false lead. Like, there's no one in this world that likes false lead. Okay, there's like that to me, Cybersand I think is more just of a design thing and a like, as I said, like kick banning of Ob can down the road. Ultimately, but like Cybersand false lead were your bans, and it would have been understandable. Like they still might not have liked it, but like I just don't get how this happens, right? And last year Worlds, you fucking just let trick shot be. Like I don't, those things don't make sense. They just don't make sense.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
They
don't know
gave
why we
us
can.
they took trick they took World 3 by the left trick shot. You know.
Like I just like I don't like going into Worlds with this set of like with the cards we would have had if they're just like no changes. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I think perfect no changes was like perfectly justifiable given that uh, given what we've seen from like the content of the season so far and like how dynamic the evolution has been, and I think there's still definitely room to grow. Like there's still room for improvement in a lot of the archetypes. I'm thinking about like the Leo and the RH, for example, right? Uh, yeah, I mean, like again, I like each individual band because like I feel like commission can come back, and like each of like the three cop cards they banned is cringe in its own way, right? We don't have to uh, we don't have to go into specifics again if you don't want. We've had this discussion before, but uh, so like I like on a personal level like the bans and unban, but I can recognize that um, it I mean at least the optics look like it's going to be a net negative in terms of the health of the meta.
Yeah.
Okay, Axel is getting into another argument in Twitch chat, in the YouTube chat about uh, Shaper again, bro. Pick your battles, bro.
Wait. He does pick his battles. All of them. That's all Axu does is pick.
Yeah, pick battles. This one. I'll have I'll have everything, please. One with everything. One man army.
Yeah.
He says.
With that said, if he's down there being like fuck Shaper, I'm with it. I'll back it.
I mean, I played Shaper last Worlds. I don't think I have the right to say like fuck Shaper.
Say again?
I played Shaper last Worlds. I don't think I have the right to say fuck Shaper, you know?
You do. You did what you had to do. What you felt like you had to do.
I mean, I think like the crew host was like a viable alternative. And like if you remember, like even like the week leading up to Worlds, like I was on holiday in Seattle, right, at the McBride residence, and I was still like waking up in the mornings at like 4 a.m. talking about crew host and slots and like tree line and bullshit like that. None of those cards which I actually played, and that's because I still believe that was a chance I would play your decks at Worlds, Crew Hosh and Egg Infusion.
Yeah. I think ultimately looking back, like I'm just a bad lat player. So like I just played to my strengths. But like the lat decks that people were turning out were like incredible.
Oh yeah. They're incredible. AA saying Jai secretly enjoying playing Trickshot. Brother, it is not a secret. Trickshot is an incredible fucking card to play, alright? Right? It feels good to punch people in the teeth. That's all that's how I'll put it.
Listen, if you play a card and at the end of it you're like, what the fuck did I just do?
Oh yeah.
Like
SMC
what damage?
Trickshot. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah. What the fuck did I just do? You know, like there's something wrong. Something wrong. You know why you got that kind of high? It's because it's turbo busting.
Yeah. Honestly, okay. Again, this is like definitely a bit of bias, but I think that might be my favorite matchup of all time. 2024. Trickshot net versus Acer group.
Good riddance.
To
To the lat. Acer's fun.
You never did play much of Acer, did you?
Sorry?
Didn't you?
Did I not play much of Acer?
Yeah. At least not last season.
What do you mean? I was the Malia King.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you played a whole bunch of that. But that was after Worlds, wasn't it?
Yeah, post Worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
I
then
was
there
the person who would sit down, play Asa, and they would trick shot SMC and rip 2, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good, dog. I don't need to do this. I'll just play Egg Infusion. And just like suck crims into my gravitational pull."
Yeah, I mean, reasonable. Axel saying no shot of Shaper's the best shot, but I think like there have been metas where a Shaper was the best deck, and it versus like an interesting dynamic corp was an interesting matchup. I think the one that springs to my mind is Prepaid Kate against RP.
Oh, only 11 years ago.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty cool matchup. Like the Kate could get some explosive starts, and it did have like Levy for the reload. But it does have like run out of gas issues against RP, and RP is like Ice Sweet, and like Ash Caprice Nisei. Ash Caprice and Nisei counter, I should say.
What an agenda sweet.
Did you know that there is I may have told you this before, there is a glitch in the matrix you can induce. You can stack overflow or stack underflow in Netrunner. Did you know that in Eternal?
You can stack what?
You can stack underflow.
Underflow?
Yes. So what happens is in Eternal, it's funny because it's a combination of the two matchups that we are talking about. Let's say, right, you're playing the trickshot net into the old RP, right? They go install Res Sundew, ice the Sundew, or I mean do whatever, and then ice R&D, right? You go like SMC trickshot, whatever, right? And then because you spent your money on the trickshot, because you spent the first click on the trickshot, the cop gets 2 credits, correct? From the Sundew. So the cop is back to 5, and they can res a 5-cost ice. For example, back in the day it would be Komainu, right? They res a Komainu, and they go to 0, and then you can do your SMC bullshit and find your whatever and do the thing. But then the trickshot continues to resolve. You make a run on the Sundew remote now, and because of Sundew's new wording, right? If the first click that the runner takes on their turn is to make a run on this server, which you are making on this server, you have to pay 2 credits back. But you are on 0 credits now.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's something you can do.
Huh.
Yeah, that's your Netrunner trivia for the day. You can actually owe the bank money in RP if you get trickshotted.
So wait, what ends up happening?
I think you just don't pay the money back.
You're in debt.
Yes, you are yes in debt, I guess.
Well, but a debt you never have to pay. God.
Yeah, I mean it's like Jinteki owes the RRS money or whatever.
Imagine there was that in Netrunner where you could be like, "Now I'm gonna res this now, go into debt," and there's some clause where the runner or corp can like choose when you have to pay that back, and if you can't, like something really bad happens to you.
That's like that's gonna be like the new Lone Jocks card, you know, like the one they spoiled it.
Yeah.
Quaco asking why was Sundew fixed with the wording? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. Yeah, just resolve.
All right, well, I'm
as you can.
gonna like pop out, probably try to get some and like record this awesome podcast with Axie.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
That King's Court pod.
Yeah. Everybody go listen to the King's Court podcast. When was the last episode recorded? Like, it was the Banlist episode, right? It was like just a few days ago. Yeah,
It was a live stream, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we'll have a new episode out for you on Tuesday.
All right. Yeah. Good turnaround time.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think Aksu just uploaded an Off the Court episode. So Off the Court is the side series where Brandon's not around. The most recent one was the Banlist hypothesis the discussion episode, the pre-Banlist discussion episode with Ruben Peters. That was pretty fun as well. So you should get that was updated, I think, like either this morning or yesterday. So you can go check it out as well if you haven't already. Oh yes, Prof. Record, it was Deuce's Wild. Correct. Deuce's Wild could also glitch the old wording of Sundew. But yeah, that should be all. That should be all for now. Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, no problem. Wait, Deuce's Wild could glitch the old Sundew?
Yes. Because I think because Deuce's Wild, if you arrest Sundew in not RP, right, and you took like the credit mode first, Sundew would trigger, but it's not supposed to because you can still make a run with the second half of Deuce's Wild.
Right. Oh boy. Oh.
Netrunner rules.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Well, thanks for having me on. I didn't even know.
It's completely by accident, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have fun, peoples.
All right. Catch you again soon.
Yes.
All right, team. I think it's coming on to 3 hours since. It's coming up to 3 hours since the stream started, so I think now is about as good a time as any to stop. I think we got a good amount of content. The two reviews were pretty decent. The first one fairly educational. The second one funny as fuck. Shout out to Evil Brenner for putting that one in. And yeah, if anybody wants to submit any more Omega LOL replays, it's not just something that you can learn from. It's something that you want to say. Here's something to look at. Have a good laugh. We can definitely do that also. Yeah. And I think that's where I am going to leave it. I guess we can do this now. Shout out to once again, shout out to all my Ko-Fi supporters for helping me make it to Worlds. Your support means a great deal, and this is like one of the ways that I'm helping to give it to pay back and to pay it forward to everyone else. Right. I look forward very much to seeing all of you in a month's time. And that's gonna be it for me. When is my next stream? What is my next stream? Probably. This week is a little bit busy. Probably like next Sunday. Probably like this coming Sunday or something like that. Will be the best time. I got a bunch of stuff coming up this week. Very busy. So, Aksu, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, you know what? On that note, I'm gonna end the stream here. See you on